Good morning. I am Pastor Mark McDaniel, and I'm here with your weekly Lenten devotion. The focus title of our devotion today is Hollow Sacrifice, and it was written by Eileen Button. Our focus verse is from Matthew 4, 1 through 4. Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tested by the devil. He fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and afterward he was famished. The tempter came and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, command these stones to become loaves of bread." But Jesus answered, "It is written, one does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God." And here's Eileen's story. Like many Catholic children, I gave up sweets for Lent. I remember creeping downstairs on Easter morning, hoping to be greeted by a marvelous chocolate bunny. After surviving the torturous season of sacrifice, I could barely wait to nibble the cottontail's long, delicious ears. I would sometimes be disappointed to find a hollow chocolate cross in my basket instead. Propped in green plastic grass stood a milk chocolate version of my Savior's object of torture. I couldn't eat it. It felt blasphemous to do so. While it was almost impossible to endure the long, sweetless days of Lent, the triviality of my sacrifice always shocked me when I was confronted by that chocolate cross on Easter morning. The season of Lent is puzzling to many. Denying ourselves our favorite treats or habits, even for a short time, seems archaic in our "I want it now" culture. Lent is a plodding, definitive crescendo that leads up to the cacophonous noise of Good Friday and the gorgeous aria of Easter. It's a season marked by deliberateness and intentionality. But we often get in the way of our own best intentions. When fasting, we might be tempted to feel a sense of pride about our sacrifice. The very thing we relinquish sometimes clamors inside us as a need to be met. Instead of focusing on Jesus Christ, our attention can dangerously be drawn to the very thing that we've voluntarily surrendered. Even so, the practice of Lent can be a valuable discipline. It's difficult to grasp what our sense of entitlement does to our bodies and souls. Our culture worships at the feet of pleasure. As we shovel it in, we can become desensitized to our needs, the real hungers in our lives. Observing Lent can help us wrestle with the causes of our perpetual consumption. When we decide to relinquish what fails to truly satisfy, we come face to face with some tough questions. Can we believe Jesus when he says, "People do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God"? How can we make room for the Savior in our lives? Can we grasp the reality of Good Friday and live within its story? Lent challenges us to consider the honest answers to these and other soul-searching questions. It invites us to jump off the hamster wheel of consumption and experience the pinch of abstaining from thoughtless indulgence. Perhaps I was offended by a hollow chocolate cross for another reason. The outside of our lives might look pretty, but we can be tragically empty. Occasionally, the reality of Jesus Christ's sacrifice and the power of his love break through our hardened hearts. The realization causes us to gasp. The hollow parts of our soul can be filled. I'd like to close with a prayer that was written by Cesar Chavez, entitled, "Show me the suffering of the most miserable." O God, show me the suffering of the most miserable, so I will know my people's plight. Free me to pray for others, for you are present in every person. Help me to take responsibility for my own life, so that I can be free at last. Give me honesty and patience so that I can work with others. Bring forth song and celebration so that the Spirit will be alive among us. Let the Spirit flourish and grow so that we will never tire of the struggle. Let us remember those who have died for justice, for they have given us life. Help us love even those who hate us so we can change the world. Thank you for joining me this morning. I will be back next Wednesday with another Lenten devotional. A reminder that we do have worship here at the Evangelical United Church of Christ on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock a.m. You can locate us at the corner of 10th Street and Jefferson in Tell City, Indiana. We also live stream our worship service. You can go to our Facebook page where you will find the bulletin for the day so you can follow the order of worship, and it will give you a link to our YouTube page where you can watch our live stream. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. May God richly bless you. Goodbye.